Hi everybody, this is Compulayne again, and today I'm going to show you how to boot Linux with a USB key, or a USB stick, or a thumb drive, whatever you want to call it. So, the best thing to do is to download something called, what I like to use, Unit Bootin. So, let me just show you what Unit Bootin description is like. Okay, so it says here Unit Bootin allows you to create bootable live USB drives for a variety of Linux distributions, from Windows or Linux, without requiring you to burn a CD. So essentially, you can just simply have your own ISO file, and then you can commit it directly to a USB drive or a USB stick, and you can boot it up, right? Without even changing the orientation of your current hard drive state. So what you do is, I already have it installed, but you would normally do is sudo yum install unit bootin. Okay, minus y because you don't want to say yes later on. And then you go ahead and type in your password. Now don't forget mine is already installed, but this is the process that it would most likely go through. And unit bootin is pretty good. I mean, if you don't have a some sort of other media around like CD or DVD, um, it's always good to use a USB key. Most of the times nowadays, you'll find that a lot of the ISO files for Linux are kind of over 1.3 gigs, and it's a little bit bigger than, well, a lot bigger than the CDs nowadays, which are like 700 megs. So, all right. So it says here that Unibootin is already installed and the latest version. All right. So what you would do, you would launch it, right? So I would just go here and type in unit, and that's pretty much good enough to bring it up. Click on it. It's going to ask me for my password. So this is the root password, right? So okay, and I press OK, and there you have it. Unibootin's there. So once you install, right now I have something here that's installed as a USB key. It's a memory stick. Um, I think it's 7.9 gigs. But yeah, so basically, you would simply, if you don't have the ISO file downloaded, you would select the type of, you know, operating system that you want. Okay, and I mean, of course, if I look at Fedora, we currently have, I think we're on the verge. This is October the 6th, yeah, no, November, sorry, 6th, 2014, and this is Fedora 17. That's the latest that they have. But currently we have Fedora 21, if I'm not mistaken. That's supposed to be coming up very soon. I think it's actually in beta version. So yeah, like, just letting you know that that's as far as it will go currently. Of course, the new updates, I mean, this is the latest version, but another update would most likely update this list, right? For the different types of operating systems that you want to try and download. But if you didn't have it, right, you just select which one you want, and then you go ahead and you would, you know, press OK, providing that the USB key is already installed, right? If you had a disk image already downloaded, you just point directly to it, right? So me, I would just go like this, and then I would go like that, and then I would say like Linux Mint 13, for example, and then, right, I would just go ahead and then I would say OK, right, and I would start, and it would commit it to the drive. Make sure that you have the right drive, right? It's a USB drive. Make sure you have the right drive indicated, and then you press OK, and it will start committing it, right? And then when it's finished, it will ask you whether you want to reboot your system. I wouldn't recommend you do that unless you really want to install it on that system that you've got Unibootin in. running on. But yeah, I mean, you would just simply go ahead and you would install it on your other computer, and away you go. All right. So that was the short intro to Unibootin. It's a great application. I suggest that you go ahead and you download that and try it yourself. This is Compulayne signing off. Until next time. Cheers.